Welcome to the Global War Watch Network. Before we begin, if you want to stay on top of crucial situations like this as they develop, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Today, we're talking about a conflict that has just roared back to life on the border between Thailand and Cambodia, where a brand new peace deal has completely collapsed into open war.
F-16s are screaming through the skies. A peace deal is dead, and 500,000 people are running for their lives. The uneasy calm has completely shattered, and it looks like war may be back for good. So, how did a peace accord that was supposed to end the fighting fall apart so fast and so catastrophically? Let's get into it.
Yeah, to put it bluntly, peace is over. What we're witnessing is the total disintegration of that fragile agreement. For a few weeks, there was hope. Now, that's been replaced by the sound of fighter jets and artillery, and it's dragging this whole volatile region right back into open conflict.
And this was the moment everything changed. On December 8th and 9th, over just 48 hours, Thai F-16s flew dozens of missions, hitting targets deep inside Cambodia. This wasn't just a violation of the ceasefire. This completely vaporized it. It triggered the worst escalation we've seen in months and kicked off a devastating new chapter.
And the immediate human toll is just staggering. More than 500,000 people, think about that for a second, 500,000 people forced to just drop everything, grab what they can, and flee their homes. This isn't some minor border skirmish anymore. This is a full-blown humanitarian crisis, and it's happening right now. And we're already starting to see the grim numbers roll in. The initial death toll is at 14, and what's really important to notice is that this number includes civilians, people who were just caught in the crossfire. It's a tragic reminder that when the fighting starts, it's often ordinary people who pay the highest price.
So how in the world did we get here so fast? Weren't things supposed to be getting better? To really understand what's happening, we have to look at the deal that just fell apart, the Kuala Lumpur Peace Accord. It was praised as a major breakthrough, but clearly, its foundations just weren't built to last.
This timeline really tells the whole story of hope and, well, rapid failure. You see, back in July, a short but really intense war pushed both sides to the negotiating table. By late October, they had a deal, the Kuala Lumpur Accord, signed and ready to go. But look at that last date. It took less than 2 months for the entire thing to completely unravel.
And at the very heart of this collapse are two totally different stories. On one side, you have Thailand. They claim their F-16 strikes were a preemptive move, a necessary evil to neutralize imminent threats from a Cambodian military buildup. But Cambodia? They're saying no way. They accuse Thailand of just straight-up unprovoked aggression, of hitting civilian areas, and basically inventing an excuse to launch an attack.
So, while the governments argue about who shot first, there's an undeniable reality on the ground. The failure of diplomacy is having a devastating, immediate impact on the hundreds of thousands of people who just want to live their lives in this border region.
You're seeing this massive humanitarian effort just scramble to keep up. Cambodia is literally evacuating entire villages. In Thailand, they're turning public spaces, schools, temples, even stadiums into emergency shelters. But the aid agencies are already sounding the alarm, warning that supplies are running thin. For 500,000 people, everyday life has become a desperate scramble for safety.
Now, it's important to remember, a conflict like this doesn't happen in a vacuum. As the fighting gets worse, the rest of the world is watching, and they are getting very nervous. There's a real fear that this could destabilize the entire region.
And the calls for calm are coming from all over. You've got the UN, China, the United States, all telling both sides to take a step back. But maybe the most desperate plea is coming from Malaysia, the country that worked so hard to broker this peace deal in the first place.
Just look at that quote, immediate restraint and dialogue. When the mediator of the deal itself has to come out and say that, it really tells you how bad things have gotten. They are practically begging both sides to step back from a cliff they helped them away from just a few weeks ago.
But here's the really worrying part. For all the diplomatic pressure, it seems like nobody's listening. There are rumors of some secret back-channel talks, sure, but publicly, both Bangkok and Phnom Penh are just digging in their heels. Neither side is showing any real sign that they're ready to stop the fighting.
So that's where we are. A peace deal in ashes, a massive humanitarian crisis unfolding, and two nations that seem to be doubling down on a military solution. The very systems designed to prevent this have failed, and it's left the entire region on a knife's edge. Thank you for watching. To stay informed on this and other developing situations, please like, share, and subscribe to the Global War Watch Network. We really want to know what you think, so share your thoughts in the comments below.
And you can join our community on social media. All the links for that are in the description.